When it comes to friends, I feel like I connect most to the Hunger Games, where Katniss was fighting against Peeta and Rue, but instead of killing each other off like they were supposed to do, they ended up teaming up so they could make it to the end. The connection I made most with this was competing in the weight competition. I had a friend that I was competing against, but instead of making a full-blown rivalry, we helped each other by working out with each other so we could both succeed. And in the end of it all, I realized I had a best friend that I could truly trust. My friend's situation is completely different. Two people I consider myself associating with went behind my back and began to talk bad about me. In this situation, I felt as if I were Banquo in the story Macbeth. Banquo felt as if Macbeth was on his side and was actually a friend to him. What Banquo didn't know was that Macbeth was plotting behind his back. This is exactly what those two people were doing to me. They'd smile in my face, but act a completely different way behind my back. This made me feel like I couldn't trust them like I thought it could. It made me grow and realize that everyone won't be your friend. When it comes to me and friends, I can relate to the Great Gatsby because everyone used him and pretended to be his friend since he was rich and had a nice house. Ever since I got my car, people I never really talked to or associated with began to talk to me. They began to act as if I was their only means of transportation, up until one day where the battery burned out on my car. I started to ask those who I thought were my friends if they could take me places, at least to school. But no, nobody really wanted to help me after that. This taught me that there are some good friends, but there are also some bad. Also, people would take advantage of you because of what you have, but only if you let them. Although we have our bad friends, our family are here to help. Since me and my mom have had a roller coaster relationship and I have a daughter of my own, I feel like I am portrayed through the mother-daughter relationship shown in the Joy Luck Club. Many of the relationships talked about were unstable and confused, which is kind of how me and my mother used to be. My other siblings all made it through high school and either pushed through college or are currently in college. Me being my mom's youngest child made me feel like I had to follow them. I stayed on track with things up until I had my daughter. Then I felt like everybody was ashamed of me, though. I felt like my mom was disappointed in me. She was still by my side, though, through it all. I never really understood why. After seeing what I put my mother through, it scared me, considering the fact that I had a child of my own. I want my daughter to grow up and be very successful. But after reading the Joy Luck Club, I feel like there's plenty of things to work on with her. At the end of everything, I realized that my mom was always right. After having my daughter, I see that I need to teach her all the things my mom taught me. After reading all these stories, it taught me some very valuable lessons. I realized that even though there are some good friends, you have to keep your grass cut because the snakes are lurking. We also see that even though we don't understand everything our family does, we know they do it because they love us.